need to take the time as individuals to reflect on the great stories of our American tradition. We need to wipe that everyday dust off and look back and be renewed. So when we think of the tradition of Dr. Martin Luther King, the sacrifices that he made, and the courage that he had, as we reflect on that story, it should change us. And that's why we take the time to be engaged in the activities of this week, and we take the time to look back, because when we look at heroes such as him, and heroes all throughout our community, it inspires us and it makes us better people. We created a Human Relations Council the last couple of years, and I know many of the members are here today. I want to thank you for serving and for giving us some good ideas on how we can emulate Dr. King's example. And as you can see, we've got these wonderful banners on City Hall, again as a reminder of his legacy and a reminder us to continue that legacy. I also have prepared a proclamation which I'd like to read at this time. City of Valparaiso, Office of the Mayor, proclamation for Martin Luther King Day. Whereas while observing the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, we reflect on the history of civil rights in America, and we honor Dr. King for the power of his intellect, the truth of his words, and the example of his courage. Dr. King created a powerful and an enduring legacy for all Americans by calling upon our nation to ensure equal justice under the law and uphold our founding ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all people. Whereas Dr. King became an active leader in the civil rights movement in the 50s, strengthened in his resolve by the quiet courage of Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat on a Montgomery, Alabama bus, he advocated nonviolent action as a means to overcome the evil of racism in America, and he led the effort that resulted in the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And whereas, in observance of Dr. King's birthday, we are reminded that great causes often involve great sacrifices. In the 5 decades since Dr. King and Mrs. Parks stood together in Montgomery, Alabama, our country has made great progress toward equality for every citizen. Yet more work remains to be done. In the words of Dr. King, we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. And I encourage all citizens to observe this day with appropriate civic, community, and service programs and activities in honor of the memory and of the legacy of Dr. King.